Hello and welcome to the Philippines. This house is for sale. It is in Consolacion, hour or so north of Cebu City. Generally, you can get properties up here to rent or purchase much cheaper than you can in the city, but not always. And very large lot area all the way back past that garage area as well. I'll show you that later. And my understanding is that the owners are separated, willing to sign off and sell it. Taxi driver actually informed my friend about this. Very large lot area, and I'll put the contact information in the description of this video. Down below the video, there's a description area. And anyway, I'm going to go up. The neighbor lady is kind of watching over the property. Don't quote me on this, but I think the lady said that the house was about 7 years old. Again, don't quote me on that. I've four-bedroom house, and I believe they're asking price 7.5 million pesos. So that's about 156,000 US dollars at 48 pesos to the US dollar. And understand that properties are, especially during this time, are usually negotiable. The huge lot area, you'll be amazed how large the lot area is, what you could use that for. And forget the number of, but anyway, got a bathtub in this area, and seating area, entertainment room, whatever you would call it, use it for. Green is a favorite color, it seems, in the Philippines. My friend was going to buy some green towels. I said, absolutely not. He says, everywhere I go, I'm looking at green. It's got to be a different color. Add a little orange, bright orange, that helps. And a little blue over here. So these foam type mattresses, very popular here. They're inexpensive and very popular in the Philippines. I would go for a more expensive spring type mattress myself, but some reasonably nice furniture, and a big balcony out here, huge balcony, and there's a third floor as well. We'll go up and take a look at that. I muted the sound on this. I had too many people talking in the background, as well as neighbor kids playing and hollering outside, and somebody down the way had a karaoke machine. One thing you're going to be almost impossible to get away from in the Philippines is one of your neighbors within a mile or two or a few kilometers is going to have a karaoke machine going. Some days, some nights, just can't get away from it. Dogs and roosters, same thing, unless you live in a gated community that doesn't allow. Now, this is not a gated area. My previous video, right before this, I'll put a link at the end of this video, was our motorbike rides up into this area. So you'll get to see the neighborhood and the ride into this area. And you've got big houses, big nice houses like this interspersed among less expensive houses. A lot of friendly people up there. Talked to a number of people around the area. But the lady next door is kind of watching over it. She's not really a caretaker. She's not in there. I suggested they come in and open the windows up. A little bit of a musty smell in there. I am not a realtor, broker, or salesperson. I happen to have a camera, and as real estate agents would show me around condos over the last 5 years in my 3 trips to the Philippines, I would always take videos of condos. Many of you know I have dozens and dozens of videos of condos in the Cebu city, and some houses, resorts, a number of different things. So you can check those out on my playlists. And a little bit of a area. It looks like there's some insulation up on the, roof there. Anyway, I would appreciate if you haven't already, if you can hit that, click that like button below the video. That sure helps uh, to promote the video with the algorithms that Google uses. Really would appreciate that. Hit the like button, and comments also help. Part of the doing business with this type of thing. Anyway, I'm not involved in the real estate business. I've had many real estate people say, "Hey, I'll be your partner. I'll be your partner," and I've ignored that. I'm not involved. I don't have a work permit. Don't plan on seeking a work permit at this time. I've had people offer that type of thing to me, and I'm supposed to be retired, so I'm not sure I want to work that hard. There are many expats, foreigners, who decide to live just outside of the cities, whether it be Cebu City, Iloilo City, Davao, Manila, Bacolod, whatever. As you move out of the city proper, generally prices go down. You can live for less. House prices, condominium prices, and Consolacion here is a favorite of many, just on the north side of Cebu City. And look at the huge dining area there, and the sitting area, living room area. There again, it had a little bit of a musty smell because of it's just been closed up for a number of months, my understanding. And nice area outside sitting, and that goes back to the back there, and we'll go around the other side of the building. I had one of my videos into the kitchen area that the video was corrupted, and I have not been able to repair it. Big gate there. This is common to have gates and wires and spires and all that type of thing. For a relatively small country with 110 plus million people living in it, if 1%, 5% of the people would consider breaking in, those fences are meant to try to dissuade them. Yeah, of course, give you a little bit of privacy. This huge lot area, even past this building a little ways, so there's a lot of potential here. And a nice covered area, workshop type area. And one thing about, everybody's got not everybody, but there are a lot of dogs, and there are a lot of dogs on very short leashes like this, maybe 3 feet, less than a meter for sure, and apparently people keep them for guard dog type things, and they get very little human interaction, it seems, and don't want the human interaction. They're scared. You'll find that they tend to bark a lot. I've got a number of dogs outside my balcony that they take turns barking through the day and through the night, and that is another. I think that's a government building back there. That she said she thought that was. But anyway, there are people with dogs that are pets, and then there are a lot of dogs like this in either small cages or in a very tight leash, and it's disheartening. It's for those of us who have had pets, and you know, dogs really like that human interaction, and they don't seem to get it in many cases. They're a utility here in many places. They're a guard dog. They're tied up or caged, and that's just the way it is. And but I tried to get close to this dog, and it seemed friendly. It seemed like it wanted some human interaction, but in the end, it turned out it was too afraid to get anywhere near me. There's a lot of stray dogs walking around. They won't bother you generally. They won't bother you unless you bother them and leave them alone, and they generally are not aggressive at all. If you, like, I've kneeled down, tried to pet them, and then they'll growl at you. They start becoming aggressive. All these hospitals, infirmaries have animal bite centers. Animal bites are a big thing here, so be careful. This lady here didn't speak English. She's kind of watching over the property. Suggested that the dog wasn't as friendly as it seemed to be, even though it was wagging its tail there. So I decided I better not pursue this. Anyway, a little bit of look at the backside. And like I said, my video of the kitchen area was corrupted. Could you build a second house back here? I suspect that that would be allowed, but not sure of the rules. Uh, Build a huge garage back there and use it for some commercial purposes. I suspect that would be allowed here in the Philippines, not sure. Anyway, contact information is in the bottom in the description of the video. Thanks for watching. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.